All right. How you set your goal for waking up at 5 a.m. really matters. And if you're someone who has a tendency toward setting all or nothing goals and then it works until you miss one day and then everything falls apart, this video is for you. For these next 30 days, September 4th to October 3rd, when you're setting your goal for waking up at 5 a.m., there are two different parts to this goal. There's the outcome that you want, and that might be waking up every day at 5 a.m., so 30 days in a row. It could be getting a few 5 a.m. wake ups. It could be having 5 great mornings. But the how you set this outcome goal really matters. That's the first thing. And the second thing is there's also the process part of the goal. And so for the outcome part of the goal, what's really important here is that set yourself up in a way that promotes continuous growth as opposed to all or nothing thinking. And what can happen is this sort of streak mentality where people, you're go, 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 you've got a streak and you want to keep your streak alive of success, and that's what motivates you. The problem is you are very limited because sometimes life gets in the way, and if you can't maintain your perfect streak, then all motivation jumps out the window and you just want to quit. So it doesn't really set you up for continuous growth. Now, if your goal is really just to prove to yourself that you can wake up for 30 days, by all means, set the goal of waking up every day for at 5 a.m. for 30 days. But if your goal is really to learn a new habit and to see if this is sustainable for you, then instead try on a different goal. Like, for example, I want to get as many 5 a.m. wake ups as possible this month. It's a slightly different framing, but this is putting in context that every day is an opportunity to grow. Whereas with the I want to wake up every day at 5 a.m. is you've already got the success is here. I'm assuming I'm going to do it. And if I miss any days, it's an automatic failure. So there's only an opportunity to go backwards from that unless you get a perfect success. So on the first part, the outcome part, my offering is try setting a goal that allows you to win every day. How many 5 a.m. wake ups can you get? Or compare to a previous best and say, I want to try to get 20 out of 30, something. But really let the underlying goal be, how many days can I actually do it? And then, if you want to go a step further, how many days have you done it before? Look at last month and the month before. How many times did you wake up at 5 a.m.? If this is brand new to you and the number is 0, then realistically, even one morning would be a success. And from that mindset, most people will perform better because they'll be performing out of excitement, for achievement, for the success they're having, as opposed to out of fear and motivating themselves out of shame or guilt if they don't do it. Okay, that's the outcome piece. That's all that I want to share for now. I don't want to overwhelm you. Part 2, though, we talk about the process piece. What do I mean? I mean that how many 5 a.m. wake ups you get is not really in your control. Yes, you can hyper control the situation, but there are things that are outside your control. And for true sustainability, look to the things that are more within your control. And for this challenge, I'm really encouraging you to get a good sleep. And so you need to know how many hours that is, what time you need to go to bed, but then you can track the efforts that you're putting in for the 5 a.m. wake ups. That's something that is 100% in your control. And what the efforts might look like is, for example, did you get to bed on time, right? Figure out what time you need to get to bed in order to get a good night's sleep. Wind down time. Did you do the wind down activities that you know are good for you or that you wanted to do? And be honest with yourself. Sure, there's a lot of things you could do, but what do you want to do? How do you want to set yourself up for success, for a good night's sleep? And then measure those things. I hope that helps. I want you guys to have a ton of success and a ton of fun in this 30-day 5 a.m. challenge. What I don't want is for it to be a sprint to the finish line and then you walk away defeated and burnt out and spent. 5 a.m. wake ups, in my experience, can be super, super energizing, and I want you to see how sustainable it can be. Now, those are my wants. You don't have to follow those, but hopefully this video helps, and good luck in the 30-day challenge. Cheers.